hard laugh, and we're gonna make it happen. All right. Look, I haven't done one of these in a while. I had
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, good. It wasn't just me. I thought that was me. I was like, fuck! I don't get to hear all the compliments.
He's back to shitty New York City Wi-Fi.
Back to
It'd be funny if he actually wasn't even having a Wi-Fi issue.
Just pretending.
Yeah.
That would be fucking great. All right. Well, I think we're gonna go to our lovely friend Marisa Riley, and hopefully Mattern will just like come in the middle saying the rest of it. We'll throw it back to him at some point.
A weird in memoriam still shot.
I know. Hi, Marisa.
Hi, it's so good to be here. I feel bad. He was probably telling like the best joke in the world.
Yeah.
Bam. Whatever. It's good to be here. Having a weird time with life, reading up on a lot of weird things. Like I just read this article about how people suffering from mental illness might not be mentally ill at all. They might just be, you guessed it, possessed by demons. And I have to say, as someone with a pretty bad mental illness, I would much rather be possessed. Mostly because being mentally ill means like a lifetime of really expensive therapy, but being possessed means spending like 2 days tied to a bed. Like with mental illness, you gain 5 pounds because of the medication, but with possession, you lose 5 pounds because of all the projectile vomiting. With mental illness, you always blame yourself, but when you're possessed, you can just blame like one of the 7 princes of hell. Thank you. I read up for that one. Also, apparently, when you're possessed, you become like instantly fluent in other languages, which is great because I've like always wanted to learn French. I'm also, along with demons, I'm also like really obsessed with young people right now. I think Gen Z is amazing. They're doing really cool things. Like for an 18-year-old right now, the cool thing to do is protest. But when I was 18, the cool thing to do was cocaine. And I'm so jealous of them because they all just like want to save the planet. But when I was their age, all I wanted to save was money for more cocaine. And I'm also kind of jealous because they're like not vain at all. Like when they go vegan, they do it for the planet, not the attention. All right, I think I'm gonna cut it off there. Thank you so much, guys. Keep going now for Tom Cassidy.
Hello. So this happened today. My cousin mailed me a thank you card, and the envelope was empty. So that means someone stole a thank you card. It makes me think like, what kind of person is struggling so much and in so much pain that when they realized there was no value inside of the envelope, they willingly decided to steal appreciation from me. Things are bad out there, folks. I told my cousin about it, but I don't know if I should have because it's annoying enough for a thank you card. I contacted her to not thank her because I didn't get the proper thank you. It's like a whole thing. Like she said she's going to send me another one, but I told her not to worry about it because the gift I got her was for her graduation from college. And like, I feel like her diploma disappeared similarly to the thank you card. Yeah, I think that part needs work. Something there because she graduated from college. Like she got a diploma.
Legs, yeah.
Does it really mean anything? She's like a great person too. Like she graduated with a nursing degree. Like Jesus Christ, I should be sending her a thank you card. Is there a worse time to graduate from college with a nursing degree? Sad fact. Woo. We're done. I guess we should we're not cheering for nurses anymore, right? That's not happening. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe we should just start booing shitty cops at 8. All right, folks, listen, anything else I say is going to be worse than that. So I'm going to bring up your next comedian. Give it up for Samantha Bednarz or nope, fuck that. I fucked up. Actually, Mattern got his fucking Wi-Fi back. Give it up for James Mattern, everybody. So.
What best intro of my life. I have no idea how long this is going to last.
Every moment is precious.
I'm scared. I forgot that my internet isn't great for some reason between 8 and 10 when I, want to sit and relax. And also that the next time I get hot water will be the first time in 2 years. So I'm really going the fuck back tomorrow. I can't wait. All right. I'm in Vegas. I sold everyone out. I'm here. I wasn't even going to try to be funny. I was just going to say something encouraging to get everyone going. And now I'm fucking furious. There's no goddamn hot water. And I'm sweating like I owe them all money. And I realize I'm not wearing my showbiz glasses. Whatever. What a treat to do real shows, whatever you want to call them. And it's frustrating because comics I've never worked with just go, oh man, hey, what's up? And they still are hugging and meshing. Stop it. Stop it. I was in the
We're in the what? What was he in?
Hey,
God damn!
Yeah, you and Mattern are both having the same issue.
Yeah, it just keeps freezing. I finally put it on my phone, but it's stressful.
At least we know it's not the best joke ever anymore.
All right, well, instead of staring at the creepy frozen image, Samantha Bednarz, everybody.
Oh, what a point you must have been making. So I actually had to go for a COVID test today, which I feel like is super late in the game. And I didn't really have to go. I opted to go, but it was because I called my doctor. I've had a really weird cough for the last few days. It's been a week. And I finally called my doctor about it because I started coughing up the colors of the rainbow, which is always a good sign. And sorry about that, Amy. And and so I called him and he just immediately said, okay, you have a chest infection. I'm putting you on a Z-Pack and that's it. And I said, well, do you think I should get a COVID test? And he was like, well, you don't have a fever, so it's fine. And I thought, well, that's kind of fucked up because you're just, it wasn't even a video chat. It was literally just a phone call. He didn't see say open your mouth. There was none of that. He just said okay, here, take the Z-Pack. So I fought him and I decided, well, if he's going to half-ass his job, I'm going to act like Facebook for the last 4 months and I'm going to become a doctor based on my personal opinion. And I decide that I need a fucking COVID test. They send me this morning and I go and it's not one of these, minute clinic type places. It's an actual section, a block away from a hospital where they literally are only seeing people who are coming in to get, have surgeries in a couple of days and they want to make sure they're okay. So I go in and they take 2 of us in and they put us in these cubicles blocked off by paper, and they start asking the woman next to me. I get to see a preview of what's going to happen to me by listening to her. They are explaining everything to her and she is scared shitless. And they're like, all right, so we're going to take this long thing and we're going to stick it up your nose and we have to find the right spot. And then we're going to look around. I'm just going, oh no, this isn't good. And I can hear her as they put it up her nose, and she's a Spanish speaking woman. And all I hear her is go, "Ay!" And then they stop after 10 seconds. And then they go, "Sorry, we're going to have to do the other nostril." And I'm like, oh God. And then they shove it up her other nostril and she starts to bang her feet on the ground. And then they come over to me and they're like, "Hi, are you ready to go?" No, that was the most terrifying movie preview I have ever seen. I don't want to be part of this experiment any longer. I don't care if I have COVID. And the woman just looks at me and she goes, "I could see in your eyes that you are much tougher than this woman." And I was like, fuck that means. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing a wife beater. I don't know what it is. They knocked it down. They shove this thing up my nose. And then they go, "Oh, wait, no, okay." and they stick it so far down, just in case nobody's had this happen, that I can feel it touch the roof of my mouth from the other side. And you go, we got it. Swab, 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 pull it out. You hear from us within 36 hours. Thank you very much. And the thing is, that was fucking terrifying, but at the same time, I was so excited to be out of the house and to give you guys tonight, because if I have COVID, I don't know how I got it, because this is all I fucking do. Thank you for your time. I just really need to get that story off my chest. And enjoy your next comedian. Please give it up for Maximilian Spinelli.
Hey.
Hey gang, how are we? That was a harrowing tale. I'm sorry about that. If that makes you feel better, I feel great. I actually had a good nap before this. A lot of people are getting canceled all over the place for varying degrees of stuff. And let me tell you this, I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. Let me start by playing devil's advocate. But if you tweeted something bad 10 years ago, you should at least get to choose how we kill your family. I think that's something that I would like to say off the top. But that being said, offenders trying to make the argument that they've changed and grown, which is like nice, but show me that growth while you're breaking rocks in a state penitentiary. That's what I would like to see. No apology is good enough if you're still living above ground. That's what I would like to say. Let's take what was said or done into context. No, there's only one crime scientifically, and that's murder. And what you've done is, in fact, murder. Halle Berry almost allowed herself to apply for the role of a transgender man, and I would like you to tell me how that's worse than cutting an actual throat. Anybody got an answer for that? No? I'm kidding. Let me switch gears here. Is it pronounced GIF or GIF, or is everyone who had a part in making the show Hamilton going to burn in hell? Anybody? Which is it? All right, give it up for your next comic, Lindsay Theisen. That was fun.
I don't know how this works on my phone. My internet's not working because I didn't pay my bill. Whoops. It's like, they get mad. And they're like, it's not going to work anymore. I didn't even know I was going to do it. I was so stressful. Everyone sounded like robots. I didn't hear anything. I only started, whatever, it's fine. I also, my phone died earlier and I couldn't find my Uber. It was hard. I kept walking up to cars like a street orphan or something. Okay. Just like, are you my Uber driver? And they're like, go away. Okay. What jokes do I even have? Ben, I really want to tell this joke. It's an old joke and I want to bring it back because I stopped doing it because the male comic told me not to. And so I don't think you've ever heard it. Yeah, he's like, don't do this joke again. And I was like, you're right.
If I have heard it, should I be nice and pretend like I didn't?
I don't think you have.
Or should I just
wouldn't do it. I don't think I would have done it. I think I did it one time after the Christmas party, but you were gone. Because I did it because I was drunk and I was
I was just not like.
I mean, he was gone mentally, if not physically.
Yeah. So, now I'm on 20% Did I just go away? Okay, I went to 20%. This is the joke. It has a new part at the beginning. So, the new part I didn't get to work on. I lived in Africa after college. My boutique made me think about it too.
Oh, I have heard this.
Any other white girl? You've heard it?
I have.
Yeah. God damn it. Have you heard this? So I don't think, have you heard the one about Idris Elba? It's not good.
The only reason I know who that is actually because of like Amy and a couple other people in the WhatsApp chat.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know who the fuck that was until like.
Okay. Well, this is honestly the joke is pretty bad. It worked like twice and then not 5 times. So maybe I don't do that. This is another one. Honestly, now it's like I don't have a computer. I'm staring at a phone and I'm away from my phone, so it's causing me stress. You know? Okay. This is what I'll do. I'll do the Idris. Maybe you'll see. My dad is building a new house. And he is like in the process of it and he's really excited. And he called me and he was like, Lindsay, guess what the new house is gonna have? And I was like, I don't know, like a pool? And he goes, no, a pet cemetery.
How many pets do you have?
And I was like, Dad, you are 72 years old. Like, how many more pets do you really think you're going to outlive? And I wrote that before Corona, and it's aged poorly. Like, this is the other joke I wrote about my dad. This is in December, and I had to stop doing it because I got superstitious. My dad was visiting, and we were out to dinner, and I asked him how much money I'd get, I'd inherit when he died, and he told me, and I regretted ever telling him to exercise. Trying to think about anything else about that bitch. Let me see. I don't want to take up all the time. Fox News. Okay, Fox News ladies.
That's
just
a joke on its own.
I know, right? But I'm glad that I look like one of like the hot racist ladies. You know, it's like there's two types of racist white ladies, and I look like one of the bitches on TV. Okay, I don't know. This is about an open mic. You might have heard this. I talked about it. I did this open mic. This was like a year ago. This stopped working in front of real people because it was too weird. So I'll do it here. And I did this open mic, and this guy did this like really transphobic joke about how he's like hooking up with a girl and something went wrong. And the host of the mic got up, and this is why he started to say like something really transphobic. And then he looked at me and he saw that I was judging him. He was talking about like beating out. And he's like, actually, no, you know what I would do? He said he would tell the trans girl that it's not nice to trick people. Yeah, that joke might have died for a reason. Yeah, that joke, I don't remember it at all. You know what? I'll leave you on the other stuff, and we'll just forget I did that last thing. All right, bye. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I don't know who the next person is. I don't have the chat. I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's all right.
Adam Muller, guys. Woo.
Hey. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, cool.
Red, you hear Adam?
I just hear, holy shit. What's up, Red?
What?
Sorry.
All right.
Anyway.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, I can hear Adam.
I think some companies have done a good job of adopting to like the corona world, right? Like Snapple. I got a Snapple yesterday, and the fun fact under the cap just said "good luck." According to an antibody test, I had the coronavirus.
Oh.
Yeah, but according to my mother, I'm perfect. So one of those is a false positive. The other is an antibody test. I have a friend, he has 3 daughters, and then his wife got pregnant again unexpectedly with twin girls. So he's going from 3 to 5. 3 is just so many. 3 and 5 are just so different, right? Like once I was going to meet 2 buddies for dinner, and on the way, one of them texted me and said, "Hey, can I bring 2 people? Can you change the reservation to 5?" And I just canceled the dinner. like if I have 3 whiskeys, I'm buzzed, like I'm fun, I'm not self-conscious. If I have 5, I've got an apple on my head and I'm daring people to throw darts at me. Like if my parents say they want to visit for 3 days, I'm like, sure, that sounds great. You know, I gut it out because they're family. If they say they want to stay for 5 days, suddenly I have a last minute trip to Syracuse. You know, like if I buy 3 new pairs of underwear, it means it was cheaper to buy the bundle. If I buy 5, what happened? Then I need 5 new pairs of underwear. It's just so, if I have like 3 vitamins a day, I'm being healthy. If I take 5 vitamins a day, I'm listening to too much Joe Rogan. Right? Like 3 is just so different than 5. It's like this joke. 3 examples would have been sufficient.
Oh my God.
All right, thanks. That's enough. That's enough out of me, guys. I'll turn over to Dan Laitman.
Hey, so I'm a bad person. like we found out that my mom was prone to dementia, and we started betting on it. We formed our own fantasy football league based on dementia. Like right now I have $50 on by the time she's 93, I'll have to reintroduce myself. All right. that was swell. I saw a commercial for a DVR. And I thought that was interesting. Like commercial for a DVR is like saying, pay us and you'll never have to see me again. Nailed it. I'm just killing today. All right. I found out that my sister had a bruise on her back from closing the door on herself. I found out I have never related to another human being more in that instant. Just self. I originally introduced myself on the first Zoom show here in my room as "Welcome to the room where no sex happens." I'm like, that's just every room. I know I'm a stand-up comic because yesterday I legitimately philosophized over why you park in a driveway and drive in a parkway. It's appropriate. All right. I found out my friend likes Budweiser and Trump. So, like, this guy has bad taste. I found out the slogan "Never love means never needing to say I'm sorry." It's like, that's the slogan of a sociopath. Like, the only more sociopathic catchphrase is, "You look good in red today." All right, that bombed horribly. So I was having an off week. Good for me. All right.
We all are, brother. Don't worry.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
All right, give it up for Freddy G.
Oh, happy to be here. Yeah, good to see Ben. It's tempting to make him laugh. And yeah, Jews were founded by this guy Abraham. Yeah, I know Ben. You also went to Hebrew school. Yeah, Jews founded by this guy Abraham. His name when he was born was Abram, but then after he accepted God, he became Abraham. Why, when he becomes a Jew, does his name get Ham added to it? Very short-sighted by God after making Ham 2 books later. Abraham. So my theory. Oh, thank you. Yeah, people are loving the show. Yeah, Max. Yeah, Max. Make me. I need a haircut. What is it? Okay, Abraham. Yeah. So here's my thing with the prophecies in the Bible. They always have when they were sleeping. So I think they just thought their dreams were God talking to them. I know what no one can tell them any better. So Abraham was just the guy who had a dream that God told him to cut off part of his penis. And then he was 90 and then he did it. I think he just did it so he could break his wife. Hey, Sarah, God's saying it's too big. Opposite of what you've been saying, baby. Up to Jesus. Yeah, Jesus, man. Did really dumb miracles. Okay, water into wine. Jesus, we're in a desert. Okay, we need all the water we can get. Okay, go to AA. You got a drinking problem here. What are you doing, dude? Leave us with the water. Here's what he knew so much, Jesus. He's all knowing. They didn't know anything. He could have told them about the existence of the Western Hemisphere. That would have won the Jews over. Hey, guys, there's a place called Florida. You're going to love it. Okay? He's not Jesus not getting crucified if he takes those Jews to Boca. Yeah, that's it. Good. Wilt Chamberlain has the NBA scoring record. That's right. He slept with 20,000 women, impregnated none of them. Worst shooting percentage in NBA history. Guys, thanks so much. Give it up for Mr. James Camacho.
Thank you, Freddie. So baseball's coming back. Anyone excited about sports coming back?
Woo.
Yeah, they released the schedules recently. I'm pumped. I don't think they're going to play in front of fans, though. I hear they're going to play in front of cardboard cutout fans. So I guess those are the box seats. All right. And but yeah, no, I'm taking this virus very seriously. I'm very scared. I've been wearing my mask. I feel like half my time spent outdoors is rushing back home because I forgot my mask. Anyone else get down the street and like, shit, I forgot again, run back home, run up the stairs. I feel like forgetting your mask is like forgetting your pour. Once you get outside, you're like, I can't do fucking anything out here. Shit. It's going to be weird telling our kids about the coronavirus. How are we going to do it? I think we're going to change the term before Christ, BC, to before coronavirus. Like, I don't mean telling my kids, like, yeah, in the BC times, we used to do a thing called body shots.
Yeah.
Eat ass. It was our Woodstock, baby. Anyways, yeah, times are crazy. Coronavirus, race stuff is going. That's fucking crazy. A lot of weird conversations we have to have. I feel like you got to talk about race, man, or you're not gonna learn anything. Like, some people don't want to talk about this at all. Like, you literally will talk to some people and they'd be like, dude, I don't want to talk about this. I'm trying to chill, have a beer. What the fuck? You're like, what's wrong with you? Like, how are you going to learn anything if you don't talk about race, you know? Talking about race should not be harder than talking to your high school crush. Like, if you bring up police brutality to someone, they shouldn't be like, and run away. I'm just saying, if you don't talk about race, people will continue to die. Imagine if people died if you didn't talk to your high school crush. We'd all be with our fucking high school sweethearts right now. I don't know. I think it's it's hard to talk about this shit though, man. You know, I feel like even when I talk about race, I'm fucking always wrong. Like I was talking to my friend the other day, and he's like, "Well, you're just, you know, privileged. You had a great life. You can't really talk about this stuff." I was like, "All right, I'll be quiet." He goes, "Whoa, what are you, complacent?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" I don't know what to do. Just what to do. I feel like I literally walk around and people call me out for shit. I got called for cultural appropriation the other day. This guy's like, "You're cultural appropriating." I'm like, "Whoa, what does that mean?" He goes, "You're taking from another culture." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You're wearing Jordan, so you're appropriating black culture." I'm like, "Dude, they're made in China." I had no idea until you brought it up. Now I'm fucking pissed. All right, that's all my time. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Sorry, I was muted. Spend time.